What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Shaymin Zapdos Hunt. As you can see, we are still trying to get this thing. And we are about 400 away from being at double odds. Hopefully we get it before then. And without further ado, let's get started. And I really want this bird to shine because I'm getting a little tired of this hunt. Yeah, we were to wrap up the other electric type shiny. Hopefully this one wraps up too. How's it going, Andy? How's it going, Bear? Yeah, it's been a minute, man. Haven't seen you since like halfway through the Sword stream. Like halfway through the Arctazolheim, I should say. Well, Ice School I can solo myself. My Harvest X destroys that thing. It was Celesting and that event ended actually, I think, like either today or later today. And on this hunt I'm not auto hunting because of the controller is not automatic for this. And also I'm pretty sure there's no way to automatically stop reset. I think I did. Like, I got the Milo one, I got the Celesting and Grimuline backgrounds, or not background, like the perimeters. I got all the presents in the safe. The only ones I didn't get were the ones you purchased in the shop. It's like 5 hours. Well, maybe we get the bird, we could probably sneak a little peek at the game. Oh, nice. Yeah, easier said than done. That's 100 peppermints. I will admit though, I did get the one shop one that you get for buying out the shop of, what was his name? It wasn't Milo, was it? Like buying out the one that had all the power to it. Okay, why can't I say boost tokens? That was the word. Yeah, Milo. I was right. I was going shaky. Yeah, you made it on time, man. Oh, nice. You got a green muzzle? I was going fear. Or, yeah. This is over the odds. The odds of a Shiny Zapdos appearing right now is 1 in 306. No, 1 in 1,365. We are right now at 2,304. So yeah, we are technically over odds. And like I said earlier, we're technically almost double. What was your ghost? I can't speak. What was your vote, Shaky? Which one was yours again? Yeah, I will admit, I've been keeping my eye on the poll. Like, I'm honestly interested in what the target's gonna be, and I already got, like, the Monzine from Suda if I were to do that. Like, being either Applin or Dreepy, but I'd have to catch the opposite parents for it. Hatina? Yeah, Hatina isn't doing so well right now. It's mainly just a race between Venipede and Dreepy right now, which is kind of funny. Because it's either gonna be I'm gonna be stuck with another Mon weak to Rock for the Rock Gym. Or I'm gonna have to beat the Rock Gym to get access to the Mon. That's basically how it has to work. Because yeah, Dreepy's the only one where I'll have to beat the next gym before I do it. Yeah, the thing is, it is a pseudo-legend, but I would have to beat another gym with 3 Mons that are all weak to the type from the gym. That's the tricky part of it. Of course, I do have a bit of a strategy if that comes to shove, being I'll probably use my Corviknights. Because Steel, I believe, can hit Rock. And that's it. Yeah, Dreepy is winning. That was the one I technically wanted. Because, yeah, Pseudo-Legend, it's a good Mon, and it honestly has a really good shiny. Not to mention, it is one of the few Pokemon that actually gets a move change if it is shiny. Yeah, I'm hoping for Dreepy. That's like my pick, basically. Of course, I can't vote because I'm the owner of this channel, but still. I can only say what my hope is. Also, here's like a little thing I want to ask you guys real quick. I was debating that after we get Zapdos, I could turn the Scarlet hunting stream into a Let's Go hunting stream and we hunt every single Mon in the Kanto Dex. What are your thoughts be on that? Like, we can finish up my living dex in Kanto and knock out that entire region. 1 Mon at a time. You like that idea, Shaky? Sadly, Mew's the only one I can't go for. It's shiny locked in every single Switch title. If there is a way to get Mew in the future, I will do it though. I will say that. Yeah, shiny locks are like brutal. Like, if it were possible, I technically could buy like, or if I had the funds for it, I could buy like a bunch of these and shiny hunt that way, but it wouldn't be worth it. That's basically gambling. I know I can get an Emerald, but again, on Switch titles. Emerald is on a Game Boy. And last I checked, you can't exactly connect a capture card into this thing. Yes, you're a shiny lock. That's why you're not a shiny Mew. Yeah, but that's like one annoying thing I will say about like some of the mythicals is that they are a pain to get shiny. Because usually they will be locked in their corresponding games or guaranteed to be a shiny. There's only a handful of ones you can actually hunt. The only other mythic I technically have my hands like on for huntable like reasons would be Arceus. Because I still have the Azure Flute option. And that's like the only other mythic I can hunt. I mean, technically Gen 4 is another game I can do this whole living dex completion thing in. Because I have Legends Arceus and BDSP. Sadly, about Darkrai, I missed its event because I was focused on Arceus. Or Shaymin. I was like focused on one of those two and couldn't grab the mystery gift. I feel so dumb for missing that because I remember when the event was active and I just didn't get it. if the event were to come back for some odd reason, I would definitely try and grab it. That's one thing I'm debating. It'll either be like a target in like one of the newer areas, or I can even make it if you guys wanted the runner-up. Like a few gyms in, we hunt the runner-up. Because I think a handful of you guys are, like, I don't know how to word it. The runner-up right now is pretty close to Dreepy, so I would say you both would be happy if that would be the case. Either that or you guys just choose another target at the time. I'm like trying to think of like decent targets, but it's like kind of hard like on my own. Yeah, but I was waiting for Andy to get a reaction on that. Because Andy's the one who suggested the current runner-up, but another one could take its spot very easily. Although, here's one thing I'm gonna say. How did the voting poll get more views than the actual stream? That's what I'm wondering right now, because it literally has more votes than the amount of views in the past stream that we did Sword and Shield in. Yep, YouTube can do some weird things sometimes. So yeah, I think that once we get Zapdos, hopefully it's today, we will like start hunting all the Kantomons in like somewhat area order. Like we'll start on like probably in Viridian Forest, hunt down like the bugs and such, and then we'll probably overrun some of the other routes. I leave some more common ones kind of skipped, like for example like Pidgeys, because they will most likely be a phase that happens on some occasions. Although some mons will probably be harder to get than others, like Squirtle. But there will be ways to do it, I think. But yeah, I'm not going in Dex order for that very reason. I don't want to be stuck on a starter, like, on day one. Yeah, there'll be some interesting targets during that hunt. But at the same time, a handful of them will be a bit, like, odd to figure out. Like, I'm pretty sure there are a few game exclusives I don't have access to. Like, for example, Meowth, I would still have to get in Scarlet, I think. I heard about them making a TCG. In Sword and Shield? Let's see, if I had to pick any other mon to go for... Well, Dreepy was like my main one that I kind of wanted to go for this hunt. Let me see. I'm like trying to think, like, there's no other starters really that I can get my hands on, I think, other than Hoenn. But I don't want to hunt a second starter for the team. Because we already got one. A Fossilmon could be decent, maybe? Or no, why am I blinking? What are you saying mons I already have? I have Artizolt. I don't think there's any game exclusives that could be a good hunt. Are there? Like, what are the game exclusives in Sword? Like, I know Galarian Farfetch'd is one, but are there any others? Because I'm pretty sure we have the types of it. Alright guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, so that way you can help out the channel the best you can. I'm also kind of shocked that the channel is like still growing at its current rates. And even still, like, I'm very happy to see that people are enjoying the content. Like, currently I'm kind of backed up on stream ideas, but still, if you guys have any games you want to suggest, I would be open ears. Like, after we finish the Sword and Shield playthrough, I'm pretty sure we have Cuphead next in line for games to be played. Or Mario Galaxy. Within reason, Andy. We're already playing through Sword. I don't really want to play like online games as much because like part of it is like it relies on the viewers a bit for them. Like, for example, when we're doing Roblox, it was heavily reliant on you guys in some sense. Because if no one was in my server, it was practically a dead stream. Yeah, and Smash Bros. Died off when people stopped showing up. Because the same people kept winning. Then those people actually disappeared when we stopped doing Smash Bros, which was kind of sad. Welcome back, Shaky. Another thing is, I'm pretty sure like Fall Guys is like one of those cash grab games in some sense, of like all the battle passes and like purchasable skins. So I would try to avoid those games if I can, because I know me, I will probably want to try and get a unique skin, and then I'll end up being like one of a million people. Gyarados is like a tricky one to talk about because the fishing mechanic in Sword and Shield is actually broken in terms of shiny hunting, meaning it would be a very difficult one to hunt in. But Andy, trust me, I know me, I would be fighting my own urges to try and buy a skin. Like, you see my avatar. That avatar, I'm pretty sure, is like almost like 3,000 to 5,000 Robux on just the avatar alone. Yeah, Shaky, the like shiny hunting mechanic in fishing is broken in the sense that if a brilliant Pokemon appears behind you and you don't see it, it still counts as breaking your chain. So, it's not really the best method. I mean, at the same time, my Roblox account is like years old. Like, man, when did I make my account? I actually forgot. Checking right now. Yeah, I made my account back in 2017. It's almost 10 years old. I've also thought about Minecraft in the past, but the thing is, it's a sandbox. I don't really know what to do. Yeah, Shaky, that's like the tricky part about it. I looked into the hunt. I thought it could have been a decent method when I saw that there was technically a shiny hunting method behind it, but it's messed up in that game. By the way, a little update on that video I'm working on. I'm a bit over halfway done with editing. It's just starting to become a bit of a tricky edit to do. Because I'm realizing how many times I messed up with talking. Not to mention, I will say from personal experience, and I bet Andy can agree with me here if he edited any of his own videos, it's kind of hard to hear your own voice over a recording. Here's the thing about that. I would do it with others, but because it's on an alt account, I don't have access to the internet. So I have to do it solo. If I could, I would do it with you guys. But sadly, I can't. That's what I mean, Andy. You can relate to that problem. Up? What's that supposed to, like... What's, that supposed to do exactly? The thing is, the way I was doing the recording is it was like I was literally doing like this. Like I was sitting at my own desk and just hunting on my own time and had the microphone at the ready. No, I mean like not. I don't have to worry. Like being uncomfortable hearing your own voice, if that makes sense. Like, man, I really sound that ugly. Like, trust me, the audio is, like, pretty good on it, other than, like, one or two issues. And that's about it. Like, one little, spoiler of the video is that I actually, like, forgot to turn my mic on at one point, and it bugged out. For, like, one encounter. So, like, one was just dead silent. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, what are you supposed to mean by that? It's Pikachu. Yeah, and Eevee is literally just the base of an evolution. Like, it's literally the evolution Pokemon and it can't evolve. Yeah, it's just something I'm just trying to work over. I know like that some people can get over after time, but still, it's kind of rough to hear your own audio. Oh boy. You guys, you're totally hitting on that like button, by the way. The likes are still at 0. Here's one simple one. Pikachu can get a status condition off faster than Eevee. My method worked. Yeah, but can Eevee evolve? Last I checked, they are stuck as Eevee. Yeah, I don't know why Zapdos is being such a pain, but it just is. Technically, no, because I'm finding shinies in Let's Go Pikachu. I'm the one who found a Moltres in 15 encounters. I feel like Zapdos is just being a bit stubborn. What are you talking about, by the way, Andy? What do you want me to do? You want me to throw like a plushie into the background if Zapdos pops up in the next thing? You want to like throw like my Latios like back there with the others if Zapdos pops up in like the next like 3 encounters? I've tried bribing Zapdos with Cheetos. It didn't work. He's a Zapdos. He's already on the wall. He's right up there. Why can't he just become a dang orange one of those? Like his cousin. Oh, and I hit the thing. Yeah, Zapdos, why can't you turn orange like your cousin? You know, if Zapdos pops up in like the next no, if Zapdos pops up before 350, I'll throw the Latios and Latias at the Moltres and Articuno. I'll try and hit him. I'm not playing Fortnite. I mean, Stunning was able to convince Zapdos when I was back in Alola. Because he sure as heck shined there. We'll just have to wait and see what gets hunted. Well, honestly, considering that the next two gyms are both bad for Venipede, I wouldn't suggest it. Like, we're gonna be fighting a rock-type gym, which Bug is weak to. Then after that, we're fighting a gym that has both a ground type, a rock type, and a steel type. I don't think it's wise to get a Venipede. I ain't paying you $2. Now, one thing that might appeal Zapdos more is if more people like the stream. Yeah, I hear the more likes on a stream, the better the shiny luck is. And the more subscribers the person has as well. Well, technically, Apple isn't a food Pokemon, it's just in a piece of food. If we're going out of all the Gaormons, I would probably say Slowpoke. Because I'm pretty sure its tail is actually used as a spice in Galar. And it technically isn't a Foodmon. I guess, I'm pretty sure that some people use, like, some minerals for, like, somewhat salts. And sorry, if you say Venipede because people have eaten beetles before. I am talking about one that debuted in Galar. Don't you remember the Isle of Armor? Oh. I thought you were talking about my answer at first. Because yeah, I was talking about Galarian Slowpoke. I mean, another one you could say is Galarian Farfetch'd. I mean, technically a Slowpoke could exist. It's just when a Slowpoke gets bitten on the tail by another Slowpoke instead of a shoulder. I guess Hatina kind of does match that, but I don't think it is anything like that. Uh, context? Fear, what do you mean by that? Oh yeah, I know what shiny Hatina looks like. I have one actually, fine enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like some dishes actually do use coal fine enough, but I don't think they're good dishes. I mean, like one example is actually I'm pretty sure like on some pizzas there's actually coal underneath that is normally used for cooking, but it's left there. Gives like a charcoaly taste to the pizza. Isn't Cursor literally just a rock? Berserker is literally made of metal. Yeah, good luck biting into that. Yeah, most of it's like an ectoplasm like coral, and the rest of it's just a rock. The Obstagoon literally is just a, honestly, what even is Obstagoon? It's like Linoon's evolution. And Zapdos lost the chance to have a Latios and Latios hit their, other two birds. Like, trio mates? I don't know what you'd call it. The rock. Oh, then I guess I mixed up the conversations because we're mainly just talking about like what Pokemon are edible. At least for like the Galarmons for some reason. Honestly, though, one thing that probably could work would be not a very reliable source of food: Galarian Zapdos. You see the drumsticks on that bird? Why can't I actually not think of any Galar Pokemon that start with B? Actually, no, I just stopped one. There is at least one. I was gonna say Barrascuda. Send Scorch. They are edible? Well, yeah, then I guess Barrascuda kind of, that's a fish. For D, there's Drizzile. Dracovolts? Oh, Draco... You mean Dracozolt. Oh. Oh, I'm saying to Dunsparce, you see the looking inside, you know that thing's on something. That's not a Pokemon? Isn't that like the main monster from any monster catching game that's like suicidal? It literally snaps its neck with its main attack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I wonder why that was your pick for H. Jupiter isn't a Pokemon? Yeah, I don't know there is a J Pokemon in that generation. Why am I forgetting? Is Cubble a K or a C? I think it was a C. Okay, yeah, it is K. Well, there's Cubble then. Yeah, that's you. Master Shifu. You put dang Kung Fu Panda on my head now. It's also kind of funny how Master Shifu is like the only master that is not named after his animal. Because he's a red panda, but he's not referred to as a red panda. How's it going, Gaster? Honestly, I'm kind of shocked you're able to beat Bed. Isn't he like a dragon? Watch the language, Big Gaster. What do you mean get the pillow? Well, guess you've been out for a while. You haven't met some of the newer viewers. Let's say for Z, there's Zacian Zamazenta and Galarian Zapdos. Well, Shaky, you skipped J. And X. It's only for Gower, though. Trust me, we would probably said Circuitry if that were the case. Well, it has to be a Galarian exclusive. Like, came out in that generation. Yeah, Zatsu's in Gower, but it wasn't introduced in Gower. I've been keeping a sharp eye on it, but if I did, I'd probably lose it. Not to mention, I do know what it looks like, since I do have a photo of it right here. You can tell by, like, the legs is how you're able to identify the shiny. Yep, I was actually playing that earlier. You think this will be the Zapdos that we get it on? I'll see if you're right, Shaky. It was not shiny. You lied to me. Objection, Andy. He said yes when I said, would it be a shiny? My evidence is in the chat. He agreed with what I said, and he sent it after I said what I said. And there was a good enough of a pause they would have heard it before stream delay kicked in. Because his reactions were on par with what was being said. And right after, he actually said the exact number of the encounter. Meaning that his stream could not have been behind. You have lost, Andy. Overruled. Your claims have been falsely accused. That's checkmate. You are being now sent to the heavens. As for Shaky, he shall be thrown as well. No, it's not convincing. What do you mean I'm yelling all the time? Why would I yell if I had no reason to? Think of it from my standpoint. The only way you guys can hear me is from a device directly in front of me. What reason would I have to yell? Of course, the crits. Victini, what the heck are you doing? Thank you for forgetting I still run this thing. For nibbling? What do you mean for nibbling? Okay, objection on Andy's end. That's dual trafficking. He's considering a living thing as a currency. But Fear, he literally just committed to actually doing it. He just confessed. Because the only way to get there is by transportation past the guard. They don't know the way there. I was going to San Diego. What are you talking about, Fear? What do you mean by that? I don't know. Except for you being Andy, you're an outcast. I mean, Victini's just there because Victini's like my favorite Mon. And I've had like my Mon on Victini the longest, so it makes sense on my end. Yeah, I hope so, because I would like to change up a few of the stats on a few of my Mons. Like, one major one I want to change is fix the hindrance on my Stratosaur. That this entire time it's been fighting with a special attack down nature. And yet you guys still fear it half the time. So if I can get a special attack up nature on him, well, let's just say then you guys really have to fear him. Well, then I just swap out to another Mon. I have Mons that can counter electric, you know. Mainly because you guys kept bringing out electric types. And especially if you have specialty boots on, I can just bring out something that extremely resists it, and then you're stuck. We're probably gonna wrap this up at like 2,400 encounters. Kind of like the past ones are kind of do like 100 per stream. Honestly, one thing I wouldn't mind be a pair of like turbo like Joy-Cons, but I can't find them. Because that would help me out with other hunts on the channel if I were to do like every single mon in Kanto, which is like a plan, technically. I'll need a turbo Joy-Con because these can't connect to Let's Go, so I can't exactly use that. See, I'm gonna have to try and find a way to get a turbo controller for, like, Joy-Cons. Yeah, I don't know why Zapdos decides to be so stubborn. But it just is. Welcome back, Shaky. You're probably the final few. If it is, that would be kind of funny. I mean, you can always just clip it. In my sense, I'll probably have to go back to this stream anyways to get it for footage after I finish that. I was planning on putting all the like legendaries from this hunt together in one single video, so I would have to go back to the stream where I get them. Alright, time for the final encounter of the stream. Okay, let's see. Will this be the shiny? It is not. Alright then, guys. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. We still have not gotten this bird, sadly. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.